Descalzo calls for it. One away. Into the box, Mike Zunino. Pitch on its way now to Zunino.
Mike Zunino.
Sliders in for a strike. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Hard hit ball towards the hole. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. Now batting, D. Gordon.
Batting eighth, center fielder number 9, D. Gordon.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn two.
And he is in there. Coming to the plate now, Mike Lee. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. The throw pulls him off the bag. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here comes the first pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Comes set and the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. 2-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Another full count offering on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Souza is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And there will be no advance here. It's a wasted opportunity as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Gene Segura standing in. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. 1-0 the count. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Heading out towards shallow right. Souza is under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for first baseman in the National League. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup messed up his timing for a swinging strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. And there's the first out. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Daniel Descalzo. Past battles with Mike Lee. He's gone just 2 for 13. Lifted in the air out to center field. Gordon has it in his tracks. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Up next for Arizona, Steven Souza will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. 2 out, nobody on. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robinson Cano, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Cano waits on the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Pollock. He's there and records the first out. Here's Nelson Cruz now, coming off a season in which he was named the American League Silver Slugger at DH. Third inning, no score to this point. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Peralta is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Riding in once again, Kyle Seager. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. High in the air out to center field. On the move is Pollock. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the... So striding in, Nick Ahmed as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Nick Ahmed.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. Rounded down the third baseline. Seager has it. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. So here now is the pitcher, Zach Greinke. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Healy has room in foul territory, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Down the third baseline. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate. Nice work. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Slider, and this is hit on the ground out to short. Ahmed fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Here now is Mike Zunino. A base hit in his first trip. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in is Pollock. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So striding forward now, A.J. Pollock. He'll start out the proceedings against Mike Leake as we get the inning underway. Fouled off. Again, another foul ball. 0-2. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to short. Segura has it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Eduardo Escobar standing in. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. The 0-1 pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Into the box now, David Peralta looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Cruz ranging back, still going back. And that's up onto the walkway. Way out of here. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit. Digging in to try it again, Daniel Descalso. He flew out in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And he lays off for ball 1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So now the pitcher for the Mariners, Mike Lee. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Hard hit at third. To his left, Escobar. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Two balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch. It swung on and missed for strike number 2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Now at the plate, Sheen Segura. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the digging in, Steven Souza. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First offering on its way. Very weakly on the ground. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Hit on the ground to third. And there's 1 away. Stepping up to the plate, Nick Ahmed. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Keeley in foul ground. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Zach Greinke, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself. And leading off the inning, Robinson Cano, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Robinson Cano goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Hit to short. Throw on to first is low that time, but Goldschmidt's able to hang with it, and he digs it out. A nice play. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fouled away. No runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle. Now, he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into it.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to... Stepping in, Alex Avila, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Back to work now is Leak as he jumps ahead of his leadoff man here. No balls and a strike. Now this ball popped up. Playable, however, behind the plate for Zunino. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go A.J. Pollock. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Ready once again, Eduardo Escobar. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Seager at third. Scooped up. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Now at the plate, David Peralta. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 on its way. Hit down the line at first. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike. Striding into the box, Ryan Healy. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Souza is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Ready now, Mike Zunino. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Hit hard on the ground to short, and a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner. Digging in, D. Gordon. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
D. Gordon.
He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Pollard. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Mike Lee. He was a ground out victim last time up. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Ben Gamble come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Nick Vincent gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. First pitch of the at-bat. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. And it's fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Paul Goldschmidt is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. 0-1, here it comes. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded to third. There is Seager. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, Mitch Haniger. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Archie Bradley is summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 25, Archie.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. That's inside. 2-0. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Goldschmidt is under it, and the inning is over. At the plate, Nick Ahmed, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pops this one up. And this will land foul. Grounder down the line at third. And there's his first base hit in this one. Through first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Archie Bradley. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Jake Lamb will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 22.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted him inside with good hard stuff.
No balls and a strike to count. Ahmed leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Inside here with a cutter as he's lucky that one didn't get him. 1-2. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Trying to pick things up where he left off. A.J. Pollock, runner in scoring position with Sugan. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And this is swung on and missed. Number 66 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 66.
Striding forward now, the Mariners' cleanup hitter, Nelson Cruz. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. Now a forked ball, but this will bounce near the plate for a ball. Ready with another 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Stepping up now, Kyle Seager. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he lays off there, 1-0. Should the lead hold up in this one, the win would belong to Zach Greinke. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Runners on first with 1 down. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Working for the punch out and the offering. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4. Here now is Mike Zunino. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Escobar is over to take a look at it. But this one's out of reach into the home dugout. Seager at second. Healy is over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss on the fork ball, and he's deep in the hole 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. Here's D. Gordon now, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Denard Span will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. He strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in. And guys, one of the big keys to the Diamondbacks' victory in this one was the start turned in by this man, Zach Greinke. Don't put that